Our next story is called The Bravest Dog. It was a sunny day. Minnie Mouse was sunbathing in her backyard when she saw Mickey run out of his house and toward his car. Mickey, where are you going? Minnie asked. Oh, Minnie, it's terrible, Mickey said. A circus train was going through town and some of the animals got lost. The sheriff asked me to help find them before they caused trouble. That sounds pretty scary, doesn't it? Mickey quickly climbed into his car. Pluto tried to follow, but Mickey stopped him. You stay with Minnie, he said, and he drove away. Poor Pluto. Mickey had not been gone long when Pluto began to tug at Minnie's skirt. Minnie smiled. She knew exactly what Pluto wanted to do. Oh, all right, Pluto, she said. It's not very likely that we'll run into any of the animals. It's a nice day for a walk. So Minnie followed Pluto down the path to the river. Does this sound like a good idea? Minnie and Minnie and Pluto had not gone very far when they heard a hissing sound coming from behind a log. Eek! Cried Minnie. Snakes! They must have escaped from the circus train. With a snarl, he pounced into the grass and found a small orange cat and her 6 kittens. What? That's pretty scary. Oops, Minnie said with a giggle. I guess it wasn't snakes after all. Come on, Pluto, let's not disturb her. Minnie stayed close to Pluto after that. If there were any loose snakes around, she didn't want to run into them. It would be fun to find a bear cub, though, said Minnie. Or a seal. I love seals. I wonder if one would come this far. Suddenly, Minnie and Pluto heard splashing sound coming from the river, but before Minnie could stop him, Pluto dashed down the hill and plunged into the cold water. Minnie was right behind him. Be careful, Pluto, she cried. He's kind of impetuous, isn't he? That means he doesn't always think before he jumps. But it was not a seal splashing around in the water. It was a little puppy who had fallen in. Pluto laid the puppy at Minnie's feet. A cat and a puppy, Minnie laughed, scratching Pluto behind the ears. We'd better not tell anybody about our wild animal hunting. It's okay, Pluto, Minnie said as the two walked back to Mickey's house. I love you, even if you never capture anything wilder than a wet puppy. Minnie turned to Pluto. You know, she said, what you need is a big bone. Why don't we find one for you? But when Minnie and Pluto walked into Minnie's kitchen, they found it was a disaster. Milk had been spilled everywhere and all over the table. Broken dishes littered the floor, and one of the windows was open. Oh, Pluto, Minnie cried. Someone has been here. What if it was one of the circus animals? It could still be here. What should we do? Snarling, Pluto sniffed around the kitchen for a trail. Finally, with a loud bark, he leaped through the open window and raced across the yard to the woodshed. Be careful, Pluto. Whatever it is may be dangerous. Just then, Mickey pulled up. Oh, Mickey, Minnie said, something broke into your kitchen. Pluto is tracking it. Minnie pointed to the shed where Pluto was slowly nosing through the door. He disappeared inside. Minnie held her breath. What would Pluto find? Think he'll find. Do you know? Have you guessed yet? Let's see. Long moments passed. Then slowly the shed door opened again and Pluto came out, but he was not alone. On his back was a tiny monkey dressed with a little hat and a vest. Pluto, you did it, Mickey said. You found the last missing circus animal. Mickey laughed as the monkey jumped into his arms. Maybe this little guy isn't so wild after all, he said, but it took a lot of courage to go into that woodshed after him. Pluto has been brave all day, Minnie told Mickey. A few minutes later, Pluto was sitting beside the circus ringmaster. He and Mickey had returned the monkey to him. Thanks, Pluto, the ringmaster said. That show couldn't have gone on without you. And that's the end of this story. One more left in the series.